Welcome to the Free Super Tips Premier League Tipping Challenge, and this week's guest, we've got ex-Crystal Palace, Republic of Ireland striker, Clinton Morrison.
All right, mate.
How you doing?
I'm good. Good to be here. Yeah.
You're up for this challenge,
I'm
yeah? You know the
definitely up
rules.
for
We're
it.
going to do the 5 big games of the weekend.
Yep.
Right? And we're going to get it cracking with Cardiff versus Brighton. So, Saturday, 12:30, we've got Cardiff versus Brighton. Now, Cardiff, they've not kept a clean sheet in their last 8 games, okay? They have managed to score 7 in 6 at home, though, and they got 2 against Arsenal, so we think that they're going to get a goal in this game. Listen to these Brighton stats. I think you'll like them. They've won 3 of their last 4 games, yeah? But we're not quite sure how they've managed that when you look at these stats, right? They had 29 shots on goal in the 4 games combined, so that's only just roughly over 7 a game. Their opponents had 83, so that's almost 21 shots, yet they got 9 points out of 12. We don't know how they did that. So we're going for both teams to score in this game. That's our main betting selection. But for a correct score, we like 1-1. What about yourself?
Well, I probably know why Brighton have done that, because defensively they're really good. I think Duffy and Dunker in particular are really good defenders. But it's been a hard week for Cardiff, obviously having to play that Leicester game, difficult circumstances, and I think they handled it ever so well. But I just fancy Brighton. Brighton are on good form under Chris Hughton, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Brighton. Now, Saturday, 5:30, we've got Crystal Palace versus Tottenham. Crystal Palace still looking for their first home win of the season, believe it or not. OK, now they're struggling in front of goal. I watched quite a lot of Crystal Palace and I saw the game against Chelsea. They actually played well in large periods, but they've not got that, they could do with you, to be honest, that striker to bang the ball in the net. You know, if you stop Zaha, you sort of stop Palace, don't you, really? Tottenham, they're currently top of the away league table, 6 wins out of 7. And they've beat Crystal Palace in their last 6 matches, okay? Our main bet here is Tottenham win, and for a correct score, we like 2-0. Yeah, it's a difficult one, this one, because obviously being ex-Palace, and I go to a lot of the games, I do a lot of work there at Palace, and I was at the Arsenal game. I thought they played ever so well and got a good result against them, but the biggest problem, as you said, is trying to score goals and put the ball in the back of the net. Benteke's injured at the moment, and Tottenham are in good form. It's been a good start, even though they've not made a lot of good signings. They've made a decent start to the season. And on the back of a good Champions League performance, I can only, Palace fans won't be happy with me saying this, but I can only see a Tottenham winning, and I think it will be 2-0. Sunday, 12 o'clock, and we've got Liverpool versus Fulham. Now, I do worry for Fulham a little bit here, especially after Liverpool have lost in the Champions League in midweek. You could see a real bounce back here. Fulham have only picked up 1 point from their 6 away games. They've conceded 16 goals in those 6, which is almost 3 a game. Even Cardiff got 4 against them. Now, Liverpool, they're unbeaten in their last 26 Premier League home games. Virgil van Dijk, for me, I don't think there's a better centre-back in Europe, let alone the Premier League. So we're going for Liverpool to win to 0, so any score without Fulham scoring, and our correct score prediction is 4-0. That's a good shout, to be fair. Fulham have been in terrible form, and defensively, they've not been good enough. They haven't been able to keep any clean sheets. The only person who looks like it's going to score for them is Mitrovic. All the onus is on him, so it's been difficult. And yeah, Van Dijk, I think he's a class act, one of the best defenders, if not the best in Europe. And he's helping young Joe Gomez beside him. And Liverpool will be a wounded beast after losing in the week. So I can't see anything. It could be 4-0. I am going to go for 4-0. I think it will be 4-0. It could be even more. The way Fulham are, they're very fragile at the moment. Sunday, 2:15, we've got Chelsea versus Everton. Now, Chelsea, they're unbeaten in 23 Premier League home games against Everton. That's a good stat. Great. Everton have only won 1 of their last 16 Premier League visits to London. So this is all pointing towards Chelsea. I do watch Chelsea a lot. I said on here last week, I take my son sort of most weeks, so I see Chelsea. It seems a happy place now, doesn't it? Like, they've won 4, drawn 2 at home. Their 2 draws were against Liverpool and Man United. No disgrace there. Everton, I do like them. They are progressing under Marco Silva, and they're quite an attacking team. So we think Everton will get on the score sheet. What we like here is for Chelsea to win and over 2.5 goals in the game. And our correct score prediction, we like 3-1. Yeah, it's a good shout. Chelsea are in terrific form. Under Sarri, the new manager, he's come in. I still think there's a problem at the back. I don't know if Rudiger and David Luiz. I think Rudiger's done ever so well. Luiz is better in a free, so I think they can still be got out. But when you've got players like Hazard in your team and Ross Barkley stepped up, but yeah, Everton have been really good under Silva and are progressing along really nicely at the moment. But I can only see a Chelsea. But I think it'll be a bit closer. I'm going to go 2-1 to Chelsea.
Sunday, 4:30, and the end of a fantastic weekend. We've got the Manchester derby. Could we ask for a better game to finish off our Premier League weekend? Manchester United, they've scored in 10 of their 11 Premier League games. And in fact, the only game they didn't score in was the Tottenham result, the 3-0. That was a very odd result, wasn't it? And even in that game, they had 23 shots on goal. So we do believe United are capable of scoring. We've said that every week on this show. You know, going forward, Sanchez, Lukaku, Lingard, Rashford, Martial now on fire, Pogba, there's goals there.
Definitely.
The worry is going the other way. I mean, I don't think I've seen a worse United defence than this in an awful long time. Bournemouth could have been 3 or 4 up on them, you know, at half-time last week. City are scoring goals for fun. It pains me to say it, but I've got to go for a City victory. I do think the best bet is for both teams to score. I really think that's one of the best bets of the weekend, both teams to score. But this is where it hurts. Man City 3-1.
It's a good shout. Man City are really good at home, and going forward at the moment, they're electric. In Aguero, Raheem Sterling is in fine form at the moment. So it's a difficult one, and you're right. Man United defensively have not been good, and you're right. They are conceding a lot of goals, and it takes until they've conceded, and then they start playing on the front foot. But in Martial, I think they've got an outstanding player at the moment. He's in terrific form. And I think that result against Juventus in the week could galvanise the squad and lift them. So it's a hard one. It's a close call. I'm going to go for, it will surprise a lot of people, but I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
Oh, Clinton, I hope you're right. Well, I want to say a massive thank you to Clinton Morrison. Hope you've enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at the results over the weekend and see who comes out on top. And all that's left for me to say is enjoy your Premier League weekend.